Hey, our order's almost ready.
Oh.
You working late again?
Yeah.
Oh.
Hey, stranger, how you doing?
Oh, hi. I'm fine.
Good. Well, I'm waiting on food too. You want to sit down and join me for a second?
Oh, great. Thank you.
Okay. Bobby told me that you're running a cosmetics company now.
Yep.
So how's it feel to be headed off in a new direction like that?
Oh, I get butterflies sometimes, but to tell you the truth, most of the time it feels fabulous.
Oh, that's great, Laura.
Thank you. Whoop. What's that?
Gotta be you. I don't have
Me?
mine.
Yes, it's me again. Sorry. Hello? Hi, Elton? What? Oh, no. Wow, this sounds like it's going to need some personal attention. You know what? Can you clear my schedule for the next week and get me on the first flight out tomorrow morning? Fabulous. Thank you, Elton.
Something wrong?
Yeah, deception business. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to take an unexpected business trip.
Where to?
Europe.
Oh, whoa.
Miss Campbell, we need to discuss Nicholas.
Darling, I'm so glad you're home. Are you alone?
Yes, Grandmother, and I would like it to stay that way, okay?
Well, I think you'll be interested in what I have to say. I have important information regarding your uncle.
Hi, thanks for coming.
I don't want to stay away from the hospital too long, okay?
How's he doing?
He's better. He's good. He's, okay. But, you know, if anything happened while I was gone,
Well, now that he's stabilized, I'm sure that he's going to be okay.
that's what they say.
I'm sorry. I know you still worry. I guess if I wasn't so busy, I could have stopped by the hospital, but I'm in a real rush.
What's going on?
We have a huge problem with deception.
I know how difficult it must be for you to face betrayal by your beloved uncle. You loved him so completely. And you trust him. But that trust must be wearing thin even for you.
I'm sorry, Grandmother, but the divide and conquer beta will not work today.
Oh, Nicholas, you were such an intelligent young man, but you must realize by now that I did not kidnap Stefan. He deceived us all. Doesn't it seem just a little cynical? Stefan living in luxury on a Mediterranean island while his loving nephew is mourning his death.
The French firm that formulates the fragrance for deception has signed another contract with another house when deception was out of business.
So what? We have a patent on it, right?
Yeah, we do. But it seems that some of the essences that are put into our fragrance have become all of a sudden unavailable or exorbitantly priced.
How can they make an essence unavailable? Isn't that illegal? Can't we sue them or something?
Well, I think the French firm seems willing to negotiate with them.
So you're going to go there?
I think so. I think it'd be best I straighten it out in person, don't you?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. Well, unfortunately, this will postpone again the girls' test shoot and the campaign launch.
That's okay. I mean, we'll deal with it. You know, Sonny's recovery's taking up most of my time anyway.
Okay, so you've got your priorities.
Thank you for handling this on your own. The last thing I'd want to do is get on a plane right now.
I can imagine.
So you need anything else before I go? I want to go back to the hospital.
No, you go, you go. I'm all set, and I'll call you once I get there.
Safe flight.
Thank you. Great.
If you have any lingering doubts at all, I suggest you confront Stefan himself.
Maybe I will.
You might also rethink some of the other supposed truths that he has told you, such as the notion I'm evil incarnate?
Now that I have seen for myself.
Have you? Or have you allowed Stefan to poison your mind? Oh, Nicholas. Nicholas, he has manipulated your love and trust since you were born, while I've tried in vain to protect you all these years.
You must be eating this up. After all these years, you have finally destroyed the good and kind man my uncle was and turned him into something exactly like you.
Stefan has never been kind. He has always had an agenda.
He was a flawed man, but he was a decent man. A person who loved me and cared for me as well as he knew how. Now, I never understood how he could withstand that constant hatred from his own mother. But now I have my answer. Now I do. He couldn't.
I realize you're hurt, but lashing out at me doesn't solve anything.
You don't like it? Then get out, grandmother! Celebrate your own triumph on your own because I don't want any part of it! No, don't. No.
Nicholas, my triumph will be when you realize that I am the only member of your family who truly cares about you.
If that is the truth, then you would not have destroyed the man I loved.
Love. Love is the one thing that the Cassadine heir must often live without.
I don't want to be the heir.
I understand. But you are. Nicholas. Nicholas, it is your destiny, and it is time that you learn to accept that. You can't run away from your fate.
Nicholas. I'm glad you're here. I didn't like the way we said goodbye yesterday. I hope you don't think that I want to control your life. I only want you to be realistic about your obligations.
I didn't come here for a lecture on being the Cassadine heir, all right?
Well, I'm simply trying to explain why I thought it necessary to take a stand about Gia Campbell.
I met with my attorney this morning. I have taken steps to make sure that you are never reinstated as my trustee.
Nicholas,
You know what? I have never realized how much alike you and Helena really are.
what has brought this on?
Helena,
What has she told you?
the truth for once, Uncle. That you faked your own death, framed Lucky's father for a murder he didn't commit, then kidnapped Chloe, almost let her lose her eyesight, and for what?
No.
To bring down Helena? Because she was never the mother that you needed? Because she preferred my father over you, made sure that you were never destined to rule the Cassadine
That's not
family.
true.
You are a liar! You want to make Helena pay, you do it. But you will never get near me again.
I would never hurt you, Nicholas.
For God's sake, Uncle, tell the truth once in your life, please! You faked your own death. Admit it.
Whatever I have done has been for you. Out of love. Out of duty.
The truth, Uncle.
Truth. The truth is, when your mother deserted you, it was I who took care of you, who protected you. When Helena was wreaking her havoc, I was teaching you. I was teaching you horsemanship, fencing, tai chi. When she was brainwashing your brother, I was giving you the art of statesmanship, business,
Is
philanthropy.
this your idea of a confession?
I will always be your protector.
Answer the question!
Yes. In fulfilling my role as your protector, I allowed you to assume I was dead.
An honest answer. Thank you.
Will you give me a chance to...
And it only took what? 10 minutes of tap dancing?
Nicholas, you have to understand, I was...
And plus the time that you spent pretending to be dead and the time since you came back.
I was backed into a corner.
And I don't suppose you could have emailed me, right? Not dead, just in hiding, will be in touch. But that would have ruined your strategy, right, Uncle?
I thought of contacting you. I wanted to write. I was afraid if Helena intercepted
Do you
anything...
realize that I almost had the river dragged? But at the last minute, I changed my mind. I decided that I would rather keep hoping that one day you would show up all right.
There were forces at work that you cannot begin to understand.
But that did not last long, no. Denial. That set in pretty fast. While you were sunning yourself on that island, Why am I even telling you this? Like you even care, Uncle.
Nicholas, I love you. Nicholas, you wanted the facts. Now stay and hear them, please.
I got what I came for.
No, you wanted the truth. Now stay here. Let me tell you the truth. Every detail. Please. Then, Helena made a toast. Perhaps to the future. I don't recall. I was too busy watching her. My mother. The woman who brought me into this world. Was searching her eyes for something. Not love. Not even caring. Regret, perhaps. But no. No, there wasn't a glimmer. Not a glimmer as I sipped my glass of toxic port. Not a wince of concern as my legs gave way. Not a ripple of compassion as I lost my voice. She just stood there, staring, almost curious, as I lay frozen at her feet. And then she came very close to me. She gave a brief discourse about the merits of drowning. Then she kissed me full on the mouth. Instructed her servants to throw me overboard. It was in that moment, Nicholas, that I understood, in a way that I have never understood before, that Helena is a force of evil, dark, powerful. Do you understand, Nicholas? I had to remove myself from her field of influence. Not just to win, to save my life and to save yours. Now, do you understand that? Can you believe that?
If even part of your story is true.
Every word, I swear.
If you were so afraid for your life, why did you not come to me?
What could you have done?
Stood by you. Helped you. Lied for you. You know it's sad enough that I loved you enough.
Past tense.
Enough to lie to my own mother. Enough to lie to Alexis and everyone else.
How could I put you through that?
Better to let me grieve for months.
I agonized over my decision.
You don't know
Nicholas.
the meaning of agony. Uncle, you have to be capable of love to understand it.
I raised you with love.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did, and it's cost you.
You were the joy of my life, Nicholas.
Whatever heart you had, been born with, you spent when I was a child. There is nothing left now. Nothing for anyone.
Nicholas, I understand. You're angry and disillusioned. I do
Anger,
understand
yes.
that.
Yes, anger, Uncle, yes, you do grasp that one. That is one of the few feelings that you have left. Rage and hatred and the need to manipulate, that is your emotional range. That's what it is. Forget about love or compassion, because you didn't care what I was going through.
Yes, I did.
No, other things were more important. Framing Luke. You must have had fun with that one, Uncle, admit it. You didn't care about me or you didn't worry about me.
I did. I was protecting you. You were monitored at all times.
I was monitored. God, Uncle, that's so touching.
Yes, for your safety, to keep you safe.
No. To keep you in control. Now you listen to me. I'm finished.
No.
It is over, Uncle. It is over. You find someone else to lie to, because you're not going to do it to me.
No. Nicholas, no! No, please, Nicholas! Please! Nicholas! Congratulations.
For which victory I've had so many. Unlike you.
Don't play coy, Mother. You know what you did to Nicholas.
All I did was tell my grandson the truth about you. You are a liar, my son. A twisted manipulator, as incapable of loving as you are of being loved. I've known that since the day you could speak, and now finally Nicholas knows it too.
Haste to tell Nicholas I feigned my death, leaving out all details of your involvement. Did it ever occur to you how that might hurt him?
I cared how much it would hurt Nicholas to learn that someone he thought loved him had in fact lied to him and used him. I have thought of nothing else. Since Nicholas was 7 and you first took him away from me and began poisoning him against me, all these years you've painted me as a threat. Lied to Nicholas that all I wanted was his inheritance, when nothing could be further from the truth. I love my grandson, and I want him back. And now that he knows you for the manipulator that you are, it's only a matter of time. Yes. Yes, I hurt Nicholas. To free him of you. Do I care that he's suffering? Oh, yes. And do I care about your pain? Not in the slightest. It's richly deserved.
Do you remember, Mother, how you summoned me here that night with the full intention of murdering me? I foiled you 2 more maneuvers in our endless struggle. But the battle should have remained between us. Instead, you used Nicholas as a weapon against me.
No.
And yet you profess to love him.
You set the rules, Stefan. When you cut me off from Nicholas years ago.
And I would do it again without hesitation to protect him from you.
Nicholas is Stavros' son. Oh, underneath all of your maneuvering and coddling, he remains Stavros' son.
Nicholas is nothing like Stavros.
He is the image of his father. He is strong, fearless, charming, loving, and lovable.
You have made a dangerous miscalculation.
You act as if the game is ongoing, Stefan. It's over. You are completely defeated.
Oh. Is that so? Well, if that's true, then I have nothing left to lose. Do I, Mother?
You're not asleep. lethal as you think you are, my son. Besides, you would never actually kill me. You adore me. You always have.